Hey there, welcome to a new video. This time it's going to be about the recent farming update that was 10 new seeds added into RuneScape. I'm just going to explain the method I'm going to go through this video. I guess I want to show like planting the seeds and then what the seeds look like and then harvesting them. So I should do it in order of seeds by level order, and I've got noted down like information about the seeds, so hopefully the information remains correct unless Jaggets change anything, which they are prone to doing. So other than that, all I'd like to do in this intro bit is apologise for a bit of lag in some of the clips. My internet hasn't been great lately and there's a little bit of lag, but you can still get the gist of what's going on. So as you can see, I was thieving for my seeds, so you can get them all from elves, dwarf traders, gnomes, and you can also do mobilising armies, vine sweeper, or herbal habitat, I believe, to get all of the new seeds. At level 76 is the prickly pear. It's a cactus patch, as it is a cactus. It requires 1 seed to plant, and it's 15 Janga berries to protect it. But if you've done the desert tasks, all cacti are always protected for free. So just bear that in mind. It takes apparently 9 hours and 20 minutes to grow. You get 170 XP for planting it and 2,250 for checking its health. And you also get a chunk of defense experience relative to your defense level. At level 77 is the Barberry seed. You need 1 of these. It's a bush patch, so there's several of those around RuneScape, and it requires 15 hammerstone hops to protect. It should take around 3 hours 20 to grow. You get 175 experience for planting it, and you get 1.6k XP for checking its health. You also get 50 experience for harvesting it in farming, and a chance to gain agility experience relative to your agility level. I think that only happens if you can pick the fruit without taking a little bit of damage. At level 78 is a hops plant, which is reeds. As with all hops, you need 4 seeds to plant. And it takes 15 Asgarnian hops, or Asgarnian hops, however you want to say it, to protect it. It should take around 2 hours to grow, with 180 planting experience and 190 harvesting experience. But these you're going to be planting for what they produce, which you should get roughly 5 toad egg sacs. I think it's like 3 to 5 maybe. You get around 20 swamp tar and potentially some swamp lizards as well. Each sack contains 15 toads, which are used for summoning. At level 80 is Snape Grass. It's an allotment, there's loads of those around, and you need 3 seeds, as with all other allotments, per plant. And it's 15 dwell berries to protect it from harm. I think it takes around 60 to 80 minutes to grow, something around that area. 175 planting experience and 80 experience for every harvest. And I think I got around 25 Snape Grass from my harvest, so it's going to be a random amount, just like all other allotment patches are, and there's no protect flower for it. At level 86 is another new cactus, the potato cactus. Requires 1 seed, and obviously the cactus patch. It takes 10 watermelon to protect, unless of course you've done the desert tasks. This also takes 9 hours and 20 to grow, so it takes a long time. It's 205 experience for planting it and 2.7k for checking its health, with 93 harvesting XP. And you get 3 potato cacti, or 6 if you've done the desert tasks. I think you should also get more if you use a giant Ent familiar. Level 87 is another allotment plant, which is the Sunchoke, which is again 3 seeds per plant, 15 Yanilian hops to protect this. Again, around 60 to 80 minutes to grow. 208 planting experience with 95 harvesting experience, but you get no fruit from it. You just eat it straight away, and it gives relative experience in strength. Level 88 is a flower, so you can plant that at any flower patch next to all the allotment ones. There's no payment for it. This is the butterfly flower. 1 seed per plant, and it should only take 15 minutes to grow, like all of the flowers do, I believe. 210 planting experience with 280 harvest XP, but I think that's around 308 if you wield the Falador shield 2 and above. When you pick this plant, you get 1 to 3 ruby harvest butterflies, which I think gives hunter XP, and they're used for Forge Regent summons, which aren't too useful. And there's a rare chance for a Guthix butterfly, which gives, I'm guessing, relative experience in your lowest skill. At level 93 is another allotment, the Fly Trap, 3 seeds per plant, and this requires 15 cadaver berries to protect it. It should take around 3 hours and 20 to grow, I believe. 225 plant experience with 50 XP for harvesting it, but you get a fruit that grants relative thief experience if you don't take any damage when harvesting it. At level 95 you'll also need 60 construction, and this is for the Grape Vine, which is in a hops patch, so it needs 4 seeds plus 5 planks, and it requires 15 Crandorian hops to protect it. So to get this to start growing, you need to treat with compost or super compost, then use the 5 planks on the patch to make the frame, and then plant your 4 seeds. And it should take around an hour and a half to grow, I believe. So you get 250 for planting it and 330 for harvesting it, I believe. This produces God grapes, which are new untradeable grapes, and they're used to make God wines. So I'll go through each one and what each one does. The Saradomin grapes, you use those with a jug of water to make Saradomin wine, and then you use that with Saradomin brew to make super Saradomin brew with 93 herb lore, and they heal 800 LP per dose. The grapes of Guthix, use those with a jug of water, and you get the Guthix wine. Use that with the Guthix rest potion, and you get a super Guthix rest potion with 93 herb. And this reduces poison damage by 20, heals 500 LP, and temporarily increases your max LP by 500, and I think it also gives a 15% run energy restore. The grapes of Zamorak, use those with a jug of water for the Zamorak wine, which are already useful, and then you use those with the Zamorak brew to get Super Zamorak brew, which is again with 93 herb lore. And this boosts attack, strength, range and magic by 2 plus 12% of your level. I think it rounds down. And it lowers LP and defense by, I think, 10%. But that's unconfirmed for the LP at least, I think. And finally, at level 96 is another bush. It's the Wishing Well. This is 1 seed per plant, and it's 15 wild blood hops to protect it. It should take around 3 hours and 30 minutes to grow. You get 220 for planting it, and 2200 XP in farming for harvesting it. So, the way this works, you have to deposit coins relative to your total level when you go to pick it. So my total at the time was 2,452. And that equated to 579k that I had to put in. And you also need to have at least 8 free inventory spaces, I believe, for this to work. And then you open it for either a profit or a loss in random items that you get, and the little fruit thing that you get can't be banked either. I mean, I made a loss when I did it. All the seeds I got just wouldn't sell, and the other bits were just junk, basically. But I think you can gain up to around 3 times the amount you have to put in when you pick it, so who knows whether it's worth the gamble in the long run. So, thank you for watching. I hope this has been informative, or at least helpful in some way. In my personal opinion, I don't think the new additions are all that fantastic, but it's just a few extra ways to get experience, so if you want to try it out, you might as well plant them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.